We'll soon arrive at Baron Mateus's lands. Once we claim them, all of Western Fargus, roughly 1/3 of the kingdom's territory, will be under the rule of the Empire.
House Mateus was demoted from a viscountcy to a baronage for their part in some sort of revolt. The current Baron Mateus, whose father was the previous lord, is hardly the most loyal subject of the crown. Removing him from the picture should be a simple matter.
However, the kingdom has sent the Baron help in the form of the former Duke Fraldarius, who they call the Shield of Fargus. So long as he holds authority here, we won't be able to break their soldiers' solidarity.
Rodrigue is Felix's father, right? That's unfortunate. Don't get me wrong, I'll fight whoever I need to. It just feels like we're pitted against familiar faces every time we turn around.
And that isn't all. Our reports indicate the enemy has hired Gerald's mercenaries. We know from personal experience how formidable those foes can be.
The Ashen Demon again.
Say, that reminds me. What are you planning to do about that exactly?
We should probably just steer clear of them entirely. There's no point throwing our lives away against an opponent we can't beat. All we've got to do is take out Baron Mateus or the Shield of Fargus, and those mercenaries will scatter to the wind.
Oh, come now. You're strong enough to defeat the Ashen Demon if you want. I know you are. But if this is how you'd like to handle it, I'll still be in your corner helping you every step of the way.
I possess skill at leading surprise attacks, and Bernadetta would be making a good decoy. If we are all working together, we will reach our goal with much ease.
I get a say in this whole decoy plan, right?
I was only saying a fact, not asking you to be doing it. Please accept my apologies.
Oh, okay.
I hope you plan to leave some of the enemy for me. You are all so skilled. I often feel like the fifth wheel on a well-crafted carriage.
Don't downplay your talents, Ferdinand. You give us courage every time we step on the field.
I'm lucky to be surrounded by so many gifted leaders. With all of you at my side, there is no limit to what the Empire might achieve in the years to come.
Victory to the Empire! Yay!
Come on, Arval, seriously? You can't drag me off to sleep like this when the battle's about to start.
Sorry, but we need to talk. Do you remember the warning I once gave you? Well, I've been struck by a similar premonition now. Something feels wrong, very wrong.
Last time this happened, the Ashen Demon showed up and nearly sent me to an early grave. You think the same thing's gonna happen today?
Hard to say for sure. But the feeling's worse this time around, stronger. So if I had to guess, I'd say they're on the cusp of something terrible, an act far more dangerous than we previously imagined.
Well, whatever's happening, I'm just gonna have to stop it.
So long as you don't put yourself in any unnecessary danger, yes. Remember, your death would cut both of our destinies far too short.
Our enemy has placed Baron Mateus front and center, while Gerald's mercenaries are over with the main position.
We have no option but to defeat the enemy commander, Rodrigue. Anything beyond that, however, requires careful consideration.
It will take time to ready a path to the shoal. Until then, let us begin by attacking the plain to the west. The Empire's here! No! I'm too young to die!
Now there's a pitiful man. You're the lord of these lands. Show some pride!
Shore up your defenses! Do not permit the enemy to break through! If we take down the strongholds surrounding the Baron, we might convince him to lay down his arms. Loose your arrows! Kill anyone who dares approach me!
The enemy is clearly desperate. Though, those projectiles will admittedly slow us down.
Who are these wimps?
Anyone mind if I hide out in one of these? Let us bring this stronghold down efficiently. Our swift strikes will be shaking the enemy's spirit.
No! I refuse to perish on this wretched excuse for a battlefield! Why did this happen? We might have wrung surrender out of him had he lived. But, oh well. Done is done.
Good. We've decimated the enemy's forward position.
The Emperor's roster shames the rest of us. I must find a way to distinguish myself.
Continue to the northwest, and finish that path to the shoal.
Ha! I knew the Baron wasn't up to the task. We'll have to forestall the enemy ourselves. Move out and attack!
So far, so good. Though I'm prepared for something to go horrifically wrong any minute now.
I'm all for exercising caution, Lynn, but could you not be such a wet blanket?
An enemy detachment from the rear?
Take them out now! We can't afford the risk!
We will soon control the area!
We're getting beaten back. I can't leave this position undefended.
I said I'd hand them a victory, and I'm not going to back down now.
Oh look, a newcomer. See that he is dealt with.
Oh, thank you. I wish I had your strength.
And here I thought I'd feel something. I might actually kill you this time.
Kill me? Wait, who are you again?
I'm tougher than I look. I really blew it this time. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Mom.
I must stop the enemy here.
We've cleared a way to the shoal. We can attack from the east now.
Finally, form a pincer and bear down on Rodrigue's position from both sides.
I won't last long trying to hold them off from two directions.
We've come to help, Lord Rodrigue.
And not a moment too soon. Let's show them the steel Fargus is made of.
Alois has arrived. Better late than never. None of you knaves shall pass. I bear you no ill will, but it was your choice to come within striking distance.
I come bearing reinforcements. Now go and help your comrades!
We have nothing to fear from that rabble. Now remain calm and take the stronghold.
Ugh, that's one beating too many. I leave the rest to you.
I don't care who you are. You go no further.
There's no avoiding a fight with the Ashen Demon now.
The Empire will not be impeded.
I'm taking as many of you down as I can. I've never faced a challenge like this. I can still win this. No, not again. I have to get out of here.
I'm happy to see the demon flee, but that erratic behavior concerns me.
Here for me? You must be eager to die. Forgive me, Felix. Protect His Majesty. And Fargus.
The enemy commander has been defeated. Grant no quarter to any soldiers who refuse to surrender.
I leave to take care of one backup squad and come back to this? What a mess. Time to send a few of you to the grave before Rodrigue gets lonely.
Well, now we know what happened to our reinforcements.
I don't remember agreeing to take the rear. I'll have to charge double for this. My arm! That's not good.
The Ashen Demon might have gotten away, but you'll make a fine substitute.
Stronger folks than you have tried and failed to claim the Blade Breaker's head.
Randolph, I'm so sorry. You're gone forever, And it's all because of me. It's all my fault.
Enough. You know that's not true.
But he could have escaped, and instead he stayed behind to protect me. And that's why that thing...
In that case, the fault is mine. I had the Ashen Demon cornered and couldn't close the deal. And then Geralt gave me so much trouble that I wasn't able to reach you in time. I could have prevented all this if I'd just been a little quicker. A little better.
That's not true. You saved me.
That wasn't me. It was Randolph. He gave his life for yours.
No. No,
I know there's nothing I can say now that will help. So instead, I'll let my sword do the talking. When I cut the Ashen Demon down.
You're more than capable of it, too. You had that monster right in your grasp. I only wish my premonition hadn't come true.
Gerald's gone?
No. This is all my fault. I let them walk all over me. I left him unprotected. I'm sorry, Captain. I'm so sorry.
It is what it is. Mercenaries live short lives.
It did not have to be like this. Had you not scorned my strength, your father would yet live.
The Captain was a true titan among men. I can't believe he's gone.
There is a way to solve this woe. Just grant to me your worldly flesh, and vengeance shall be yours. We must now send the whelp that killed your father to an early grave.
Do you mind taking command for a while, Aloise? There's something I need to do.
Well, yes, of course, but surely I can aid you.
No. This task is mine alone.
Very well. But don't you dare get yourself killed.
The enemy commander, the former Duke Fraldarius, has been defeated. Now Mateu's territory and all the western lands of Fargus will yield as one to the Empire. Still, this battle came at a far greater cost than we are used to paying.
This is the most dead and wounded we have ever faced in a battle. Not to mention the loss of General Randolph. And yet, we might finally be rid of one of the greatest thorns in our collective side. Eliminating Captain Geralt was a masterstroke. If we are lucky, his band will fall apart without him.
Or it may throw them into a vengeful fury that makes them stronger and more united than ever. That's going to be a problem, especially with the Ashen Demon still roaming the land unchecked.
An intriguing figure, that one. And a crest-bearer for certain. We'd be smart to step lightly.
Guess that explains where all the awesome power is coming from.
But the Ashen Demon doesn't strike me as nobility, and only nobles have crests.
I'd posit the man standing next to you doesn't exactly exude nobility either.
The demon's hair exhibits new color. It is like something from one of Bridget's old stories. One will be chosen by the spirits and granted their protection. And with that protection, great power.
Can I just go on the record and say no to vengeance? I have zero interest in being revenged upon.
That's the risk one takes when entering battle, Bernadetta. Sadly, you can't take up arms and not expect reprisal. We have no control over whether they come for us or not. We can only control what we do next.
No way! No one's making me take my medicine!
If you insist on continuing to interrupt Her Majesty, you will have far more immediate things to fear than an enemy's nebulous vengeance.
Come to think of it, has anyone seen our mercenary friend?
I know what I told Fleisch, but did I really do the right thing?
Of course. You did what no one else could. The Ashen Demon may have escaped, but you got rid of their captain. There's no question you've grown, and next time, the Ashen Demon will fall.
But so many people died, including Randolph.
A price must always be paid for victory. And besides, Randolph is just one man.
I'll admit we weren't close, but a comrade in arms is still a comrade. If I hadn't messed it all up, he might still be alive.
Well, you can still make his death mean something, and I can give you the strength to do so. Now cheer up. Seeing you sad like this makes me...
Makes you what?
Yes, it makes me very... something. Tight in the chest. Anyway, stop frowning at me. I don't like it. No matter what anyone else tells you, I'm the closest ally you have. Remember, we're partners in destiny.
Are you prepared for this?
Honestly, I don't know. Gerald wouldn't want this. He didn't believe in vengeance for vengeance's sake.
Indeed. You could not be more right. Revenge is not a thing you take for someone else. You seek revenge to slake your rage and heal your wounded heart. I know you are prepared to do whatever that you must. I could do this by force, you know. Be grateful then that I asked for your leave at all.
You're right. This has to come from me. And I accept your power. Help me win, no matter what it takes.
Ah, yes. You shall make a most worthy vessel after all. And now, behold all that I have discovered at the edge of time.
Scarlet Blaze. Heroic bloodlines. Through a new pact with the Leicester Alliance, Edelgard can direct her might at the kingdom, and though it comes at no small price, her forces steadily gain the upper hand. But the kingdom does not stand idly by. Dimitri rallies the Western lords, led by House Dominic, blood of one of the 10 elites, in a last-ditch effort to forestall the Empire.
No, brother. Anything but that. You cannot force the relic onto Annette.
Calm yourself. I've merely bade her wield it, not sent her rushing off into the teeth of the enemy.
It's all right, Father. I know I'm the only one who can do this. Just seeing the crest of Dominic and our hero's relic is going to improve everyone's morale.
It shames me to thrust this task on you, when it should have fallen to that craven son of mine.
Yes, I doubt we can expect Simon to return and wield the relic, considering how quickly he abandoned us.
It seems I raised him poorly, yes.
I should have taught him how our house managed to survive this long without starving or freezing.
Don't look so sad, Uncle. I'll gladly carry the burden until Simon returns.
But Annette...
Enough, Father. Stop worrying. After all, this is nothing compared to what the soldiers are going through at the front. So many people are fighting and dying out there. Some of them my good friends. I'm not going to cower in safety while they struggle, especially when I'm in the best position to help.
Forgive me, Annette.
If you sense any danger at all, child, promise me that you'll run. I couldn't bear to lose you.
I know, Father. So let's just all do the best we can to keep our land safe.
The nearer we get to Byleth territory, the more resistance we're likely to face. The lords surrounding the capital are the most loyal to the crown.
We have Geraint, Enid, Brenius, and Belenus. There is no telling whether these houses will choose subjection or destruction. Regardless, we cannot simply ignore them as we attempt to march on the capital. We must seize control of each of their lands and establish footholds before continuing on.
The Alliance is still doing everything we expected of them. There are no changes on that front. So as long as we continue tightening the vice around the kingdom, we're certain to fulfill your Majesty's goals.
Glad to hear it about the Alliance.
Does this mean the war will be over soon? I feel some actual motivation coming on.
Well, in that case...
Nope, never mind, motivation gone.
That was a close one, Bernadetta. You almost got yourself assigned to the front lines. As for me, you know what to do. Just put me right at the front and let me start wrecking stuff.
We shall see who does more wrecking of stuff, Caspar. I will not be letting you outshine me. Watch as I am bringing glory to Bridget and the Empire on the battlefield.
I wonder if I'll find someone worth marrying before this war is over.
Of course you will, Dorothea. You're amazing.
Enough. It's easy to let your guard down when the end is in sight, and we can't fall victim to that. Stay disciplined, and together we will take Fodlan's future in hand.
Don't worry, Edelgard. We're ready to get this done.
That goes doubly so for me. I must ready myself for the final clash that looms in the coming days.
Right then. Let's start by taking care of the enemy in front of us.
Hubert, have you learned anything about my father's whereabouts?
Nothing. We've not the faintest idea what he is up to. If we are lucky, he will be naught but a corpse by the wayside. I know that sounds cruel, but frankly, his death would do us a great service.
You remain as blunt as the blacksmith's anvil. Still, I cannot deny the truth of what you say. I still think it for the best if he is taken into custody and given a fair trial under Imperial law. And yet, at times, a different thought manages to creep in around the edges of my mind. There is a part of me, a very small part, granted, that hopes he has found a quiet life for himself somewhere out of the way.
The man can strive for a bucolic life all he wants, but he will never have it. Adrastia looks to be at peace, but beneath the surface, many disagree with the Emperor's ways. Make no mistake. These dissidents will seek out your father and prop him up as their leader.
Yes, I suppose he will never stop being the former Prime Minister and a symbol of the old regime. But to frame it as you do...
I am right, and you know it. Make your peace with it. Once a man strays from the path, There is no guiding him back.
I disagree. I believe we all deserve a second chance. In any case, if you find out anything about my father, be sure to inform me.
I almost wish they did prop the man up. Because perhaps then... But no. Either way, it seems I will have to start taking more serious precautions. I only hope he can settle things with his father in one manner or the other. Just as I did.
Our recent battles have won nearly all of the kingdom's central and western lords to our side. Those who chose not to bend the knee are making their last stand in that castle.
They are weary men unable to keep pace with the times. And now we can be rid of them all in but a single stroke. They had plenty of chances to surrender and chose not to avail themselves thus. Show no mercy. If they wish to cling to the past, let them die in its embrace.
I wish they'd consider all the poor souls they're forcing to perish along with them.
Sure, but I fully understand why they'd want to hole up in a castle. That's my go-to move.
They are beneath a siege, not holed up. The difference is unequivocal.
Sorry, what?
Unequivocal. It is a new word I have been learning. Its meaning is clear and unambiguous, yes?
Again, what? Look, the way I see it, we just need to bust through the gates and pummel the stuffing out of them.
It unfortunately is not that simple. Most of the kingdom's castles are specifically designed to withstand a siege. Our only option is to chip away at them slowly from the surrounding forts.
I agree there is no place for mercy on the battlefield. If the enemy desires a fight, we will rend them asunder and leave their bones on the midden heap.
We need to move carefully. A cornered foe is capable of anything.
Oh, come on. We'll have these nobodies cleared out before dinner.
I hope you're ready to back that boast with action. It's time. All units to positions. Prepare to attack! As we thought, they've made Baron Dominic their figurehead because of his blood ties to the 10 elites. But frankly, his lineage is of no concern to me. Your orders are to breach the castle, find him, and cut him down.
We will begin by eliminating the troops outside the castle. Split up and take control of those strongholds.
Do take care not to forge too far ahead now. It would be disastrous if the enemy were to seize our main base.
Why won't you just give up already?
Yes, that thinned the castle perimeter nicely. Now we must find a way to...
Help! It's a bloodbath out here! Let us in, we beg you!
I can't leave those people out there to die. Open the gates!
Yes, throw the gates wide. Let that bleeding heart get the best of you.
No one will ravage these lands while I still draw breath. I will lay the lot of you low. I must buy as much time as I can. That is all the fight I have left in me. I pray it was enough, my brother.
Our preparations are complete. Begin the counterattack at once! So, the enemy still has warriors with spirit, do they? Good. Let us give them a fight to remember.
They have both of our flanks. Split up and eliminate them before they cause any real trouble.
There's no escape. Oh, Goddess above, I beg you to watch over the people of Fargus.
Is everything prepared? All of our hopes rest on this strategy. The enemy is targeting us with their ballistae, Your Majesty. We must respond.
We've underestimated our foes. Send word to Duke Ivan and Count Karen, and have them send reinforcements.
By the command of Duke Ivan, we will retake this battlefield or perish in the attempt!
Fresh troops to the east and west? Go reward their recalcitrance with a sound thrashing, will you?
We need to eliminate the other ballista before this thing really gets out of hand.
I never wanted this bloodshed, but now there is no stopping it.
It always ends this way for villains who try to harm Her Majesty.
Show yourself, Baron Dominic. Surrender, and I will spare your life.
My life means nothing if I must spend the rest of it facing my people in shame. I will not abandon them in their time of need.
I will not suffer you to lay a hand on my brother. I was commanded to return alive, and so help me, I intend to obey. Brother, Your Majesty, I pray you deliver our kingdom to peace.
Father, no! Fine then. I will finish what you started. I'm not afraid to fight. I'm doing this for all the people I care about.
She wields a hero's relic. If we strip her of it, it could serve us well in the future.
I promise to defend this castle, and I will, no matter who I have to face. The others are out here risking life and limb, and I can't let them down. I'm sorry, Father. I did everything in my power, but it just wasn't enough.
Oh, dear Annette, not you as well. How will I ever tell your mother? Alas, poor Gustav. And now I, too, go to battle for the last time. Though our fates may be sealed, we will fight to the very last.
Such pointless resistance. Seize the remaining strongholds, and let us nip this problem in the bud once and for all.
Seize every last enemy position. Brook no resistance.
You will pay for the blood you have spilled this day.
Attack! Give them no quarter!
Please let us take this place down. I need somewhere to hide.
It's just Baron Dominic left to deal with. Let's end this thing and go home already.
Attack! Give them no quarter!
Well fought, everyone. This will deal a crushing blow to the kingdom. Our campaign is not over, but for now, we celebrate.
And so I reach my end. Pray forgive me my weakness, Your Majesty. Annette, Gustav, forgive me.
They deified him for being the descendant of a hero. And in return, he got a life he could never control, and a death he could never ordain.
Yet surely the man was happy to die for his people. He must have felt as though he had fulfilled his set purpose in life.
That notion alone should tell you how warped the world has become. Still, right and wrong are spoils to be handed out by the victor of this war.
Well said, Your Majesty. We must prevail if we are to change the world. This war is only the first step.
I get it now.
I beg your pardon.
Everything's finally clicked for me. I understand what we're really up against here.
Oh?
I told you before, I don't always get where you're coming from. Still, you trusted me, and that was enough. But what you said just then, it made me realize we're not fighting the church or the kingdom. I mean, we are, of course, but what we're really up against is the world itself. And even if we win, there's no guarantee we'll leave Fodlan better than we found it. All we can do is try our best and hope it works out. Pretty hard to wrap your brain around, honestly. I can't even begin to fathom how you can grapple with something that heavy.
Once again, you managed to find a most surprising nugget of philosophy.
I knew you'd understand, even if I can't point to the reason why I felt that way. But I'm glad to hear you say it. Thank you. Imperial soldiers, the lands of Brynnius now belong to us. As you know, Brynnius shares a border with Blythed territory. The enemy's stronghold of Ferdiad is but a stone's throw away. At long last, we approach the final push of this campaign. Stay vigilant, but be not afraid. We shall wield our weapons as one, claim our victory, and unite all of Fodlan under our flag.
Blythed land at last. The kingdom will be more desperate than ever now.
As they should be. We have stripped away nearly half of their territory at this point. But we still have the remaining houses to contend with. Cairn, Galatea, Fraldarius, and Gautier are all unshakably faithful to the crown. They would tear us to pieces had they the chance. Certainly not my idea of a fun afternoon.
Still, we have no choice but to face them unless they decide to stop harboring the Archbishop.
Do you think that's even a possibility? The people of the kingdom are quite devout after all.
I highly doubt it. So let them huddle together like the cornered rats they are and...
Huh? What's going on?
Urgent news, my lord. Massive revolts have broken out in Hrim and Ordelia territory.
What?
Did you say Hrim?
Unrest in the Empire can't be a coincidence.
So, those who slither in the dark have finally made their move.
This is it. This is our chance to figure out who or what those people really are.
Scarlet blaze. The rising darkness. Having smashed the kingdom's last desperate defense, the Empire takes the battle north. Further pressure from the Alliance to the east forces King Dimitri to make a difficult choice. Will the Empire and Alliance prevail and unite Fodlan? Just as all begin to entertain the possibility, those most opposed to the idea finally emerge from the shadows.
Apparently, it started with attacks by bandits and insurgents, which touched off a widespread revolt. The people have taken to the streets, and now Hrim and Ordelia territory are in total chaos.
We have no choice but to intervene. At present, it is just Hrim territory. But if the unrest spreads to neighboring Imperial lands, there will be no water cask large enough to quench the flames.
Especially if the fires were intentionally set. And yet, redeploying our forces to deal with the unrest could be exactly what they're after.
I believe it is, Your Majesty. With the aid of the Alliance, we were on the brink of securing the kingdom's surrender. The war was all but decided. It seems certain parties were not at all happy with that particular arrangement.
Yeah, you can't exactly wage a war when your own land's falling apart at the seams.
No one is more reluctant than I am to turn back when victory is within our grasp. But it is the only option. Fortunately, the kingdom now lacks the soldiers to take advantage and regain their lost territory. We'll leave enough troops to hold the line and take the main force east at speed. I'll have Count Bergles take position at Aryan Road.
That sounds exhausting. But you're the boss.
Do you mind if I just slink off to my room and... Oh, here come the dagger eyes. Never mind.
If it's settled, let's not waste another second. Every moment we delay means more suffering for the innocent people who are caught up in this.
Going to Hrimland will take us close to Ire. Needless to say, I am in favor of departing at once.
Let's go find the masterminds behind this mess and send them to meet their maker.
But how will we be telling the innocent people from those who are causing trouble? A fair point. If we're too reckless, many good people are going to be killed.
Only one thing to do. Let's get to Hrim territory and sort this out. Do I want to know what you two are talking about?
Is it not obvious? We are debating who might be behind the recent disturbance in the peace.
The slithery people, right?
Correct. Absurdly phrased, but correct. We may have ousted Lord Arundel and the others from power in Enbar, but we knew it was not the end of their vile schemes. Which is why we have been preparing for the day they bared their fangs once more.
Granted, we lack solid proof they are behind this. But it is the most likely explanation considering the scale of the revolts, as well as where and when they all occurred.
I'll keep that in mind on the battlefield. Oh, and for the record, I like this part where you all trust me enough to tell me what's going on.
A strategy I strongly oppose. But Her Majesty insisted we keep you in the loop.
Must you always antagonize Hubert?
I merely state fact. Though I will admit you saved the Emperor's life, once. Still, I would not be shocked in the slightest if you suddenly changed your colors and tried to kill her. Yet sharing such knowledge with you achieves a dual purpose. It helps prevent those who slither in the dark from using you, and it gives ample justification to dispose of you, should you betray us.
You still don't trust me after all this time. What exactly is it gonna take?
You may not have Hubert's trust, but you have mine. I'll be counting on you as always in the battles to come. If those who slither in the dark appear, we must strike them down.
Everywhere you turn, you see another gruesome sight. Look what they've done to the homes, the fields, the people.
These bandits are like rats. They're nothing alone, but if you let them band together...
I've been here before. It was a long time ago, sure. But I can't believe this is all that's left.
Apparently, the first thing they did was find and kill Viscount Hrim Standin, along with the rest of the local magistrates. With no one in charge, the bandits have taken free reign of the place.
Assassinations too? They've cut us deep indeed.
But why were they killing the leaders instead of taking them hostage? Are they not wanting control of the land?
It would seem their interest is little more than unadulterated chaos. Someone clearly does not wish Fodlan to be united beneath the Empire's flag.
This is a sick way to show it, though I imagine there is a method to their madness.
Even I won't let myself run away from a situation like this!
We need to restore order as quickly as possible and return to the Kingdom front. Once I've brought an end to the war, I will never permit something this ghastly to happen again.
We're too late, Professor. She's the only one left.
What an abhorrent sight.
No, not my Miguel. Give me back my little boy.
I'm so sorry, but your boy is... he's gone. Please, you must live on. Come with us. Leonie, will you take her? I'll check down the other way.
Come with me, ma'am. It'll be all right.
We got more bandits! They're kidnappers!
Oh, you've gotta be kidding me. Come on, we need to move.
We are hopelessly outnumbered. It seems these streets will be my grave.
This town's even worse than the others. quickly! Wait, is that Professor Hanneman? Does that fool really think he can contain this alone? Everyone, to me! We're mounting a rescue. I will not lose one more innocent life today.
These monsters are gonna pay.
This is a rescue first and foremost. We must save the townsfolk from danger, as well as the brave fighters defending them. Remember, the perpetrators of this atrocity may be hiding amidst the chaos. If you find them, they are to be shown no mercy.
To protect the evacuees, we must defend this shelter at all costs. Stay on your guards.
How many of these ruffians are there? I can't protect everyone forever.
Professor Hanneman is in trouble. Hurry! We can't afford to lose him. I'd rather die than accept aid from the people who killed Captain Gerald. But the townsfolk need you, so I'll put my feelings aside.
Is anyone there? We need help!
No nobleman worth his salt can ignore the cries of citizens in danger.
Thank you. That was too close.
Excellent! All the citizens are safe.
I must find a way to endure. I never doubted you would come. Well, that was certainly close. I am much obliged for your assistance.
Thank goodness we got to Professor Hanneman in time.
This has been a fine place to conduct business. Keep at it, friends. There's coin to be made.
He must be the one leading the bandits. Time to dole out some justice.
Carry the loot to safety and be quick about it.
How dare they steal from the people?
That double I planted turned out to be a stroke of genius. Now to take my leave while the taking is still good.
Wait, so the other guy was a fake? No fair! You'll pay for that!
Wait, I'm just a passing merchant. I'm not... Well, it was worth a try. I should have stayed a merchant. The money came easier.
I've seen that rogue before. Wasn't he one of the merchants who frequented Garreg Mach?
Please! Someone help me!
Kill that man, and strip his bones of whatever you can find.
There's trouble to the east. Hurry! We haven't a moment to lose.
Now we can make sure this plunder is returned to its rightful owners.
There are still people under attack. We must be giving them assistance.
I owe you my life. Thank you.
Heartless monster! You'll pay for this!
Save your breath. You'll need it to scream, as I tear your limbs from your body. You do realize you're dead now, yes? Somebody help! Please, don't leave me behind!
That man may be depraved, but orchestrating all of this is beyond his meager capability. Our true enemy is those who slither in the dark.
A demonic beast, eh? I wager they have been quite eager to spring this little surprise on us.
We can't allow any more damage to the town. We must eliminate the monster ourselves.
All the people have been saved. Now we can be returning to the task at hand.
Is this poison? You cowards laced your weapons!
It's Leone, right? Look, you've done enough. Come with me and let's get you looked at.
I don't need pity for murderers.
Watch yourselves! This menace will not go down so easily.
Oh, come on! Bigger doesn't mean stronger. We can definitely take it.
We have come a long way together, and this fell creature is no match for us.
I don't think I'm gonna make it. Not looking good. I'm sorry, Captain. I couldn't keep my promise.
Thank goodness. We no longer have to worry about the town being demolished.
I should have known these thugs would serve as little more than bait. My name is Solon, and I am the savior of this beast-infested world.
Fresh enemy soldiers are attacking the shelter.
Of course they would strike where we are most vulnerable. To arms! We must defend the shelter or all is for naught. Ah, look. There is our true enemy. First we will break this magic, then we will break the man himself.
Do not make the foolish mistake of trying to take the man alive. Solon must be struck down, here and now.
Bring it down!
I will brook no interference from beasts.
That takes care of the barriers. Now we need only deal with that mage.
The shelter is safe, and hopefully the enemy is out of such tricks.
So be it. Another chance will present itself ere long.
We knew he would try to escape, yet still we cannot stop him.
This should put an end to the disturbance in town. You all fought bravely.
We have finished assessing the damage, and it is a grim picture indeed. Thanks to the swift action of our rescuers, we were able to free the abducted townsfolk. However, there are still countless victims who have lost their homes and families.
The bandits are targeting the most populous towns here, and it appears the Alliance is dealing with the same problem across the river in Ordelia land. I can't give back what they lost. All I can do is give them the time they need to heal and rebuild. Yet perhaps the most vexing part is that Solon and the others slithered out of our grasp again, and we barely know more about them than when we started.
My apologies, Your Majesty. Their warping magic is unlike the white magic we know, and as yet cannot be disrupted or thwarted. Additionally, a town such as this gives them far too many places to hide.
I'm not blaming you, Hubert.
The guy didn't even seem fazed by us. What do you think they're after?
Nothing savory. That much is certain.
I've heard enough. Proceed as we discussed. Make sure the survivors have everything they need to carry on.
Edelgard, why was it so important for us to suddenly convene like this? We are quite busy preparing to remobilize the troops, you know.
Ah, Ferdinand. Have you not noticed the flock of messengers coming and going?
I doubt anyone's missed it with all the commotion they're causing. What happened?
I am sorry you have to repeat your report. But would you mind telling everyone here what you told us?
I come with a most urgent message from Burgley's territory. Fort Merceus has been seized. It happened after most of the garrison left to deal with Hrimlands. Apparently, some of the remaining troops staged a rebellion from within. At the same time, the fort was besieged by unidentified mages, along with the army of the former Duke Eyre. Together, they managed to reach the heart of the fortress and seize control. As we speak, they hold hostage many key commanders and their families.
Eyre? Then the man behind all this is...
The former Duke himself, my lord. It seems he's come out of hiding.
I see.
They're using the hostages as leverage over our loyal soldiers to force them into their ranks. It seems they intend to use the fort as a launch point for a march on the capital.
Wait, what? That's catastrophic!
My brother is stationed at Fort Merceus. Is he even doing anything about it?
Count Burgley's successor, who was serving as the provisional garrison commander, was taken prisoner. Apparently he made the prudent decision of refusing to join the rebellion.
Not sure if that's good news or bad news, but I know I'm glad he's not dead.
The former Duke Eyre has vowed to overthrow the Emperor, and is even now calling on the other lords to join the cause. To my knowledge, there have been no takers so far, but given time, who can say?
There is no shortage of rotten nobles whose status and interests were set aside by Her Majesty's reforms. There is unrest ahead in the Empire. Make no mistake.
As if we haven't dealt with a lifetime's worth already. Obviously, these people don't care about anyone but themselves.
This is calling for swift action. We must retake the fort with quickness.
Our fortunes continue taking one poor turn after another. Still, there's nothing for it. We must deal with Ayre's machinations immediately and decisively.
Try to look on the bright side, Your Majesty. This could be our chance to dispose of everyone who opposes you in one fell swoop.
Scarlet blaze, severing the past. After a furious march, Edelgard's army restores a measure of peace to the imperiled lands of Hrym, only to learn of a revolt at Fort Mercius, staged by the deposed Duke Ayre. The disturbance in Hrym was but a feint to give those who slither in the dark time to capture Mercius, and eventually the capital of Enbar. But Edelgard moves to thwart them.
Have you heard, Duke Ayre? Viscount Menya has hastened from afar to join your cause. Our houses, Fenya and Menya, share a distant blood ancestor. And now we stand together again to save the Empire from her plight.
Hastened from afar with what? That miserable smattering of soldiers? From what I hear, Menya's heir is a rabid supporter of the Emperor. Are you certain the father is not being foisted on us just to get him out of the picture?
Absolutely not. And besides, all of House Fenya is united behind you. If we appeal to the other lords jointly, I'm certain a multitude of troops will flock to Fort Mercius.
I should hope so. I've no idea why they'd side with that pathetic excuse for an emperor. Only I, Ludwig von Ayre, can restore Adrestia to its former glory.
About those mages, they say they want to, alter the fort's defenses?
Fine, fine. Let them do as they wish. So long as we're outnumbered, we must embrace creative solutions. Edelgard will strike the moment we give any indication we're after the capital. We'll lure her troops inside, then dispose of them all at once. It will be an easy victory.
I always knew you were a brilliant tactician. They will never see it coming. Now, if we might discuss key posts in your future administration.
I can only hope Her Majesty is weak and foolish enough to be so ensnared. It was never my intent to divide the Empire in war. That's not what I wanted. If she'd said one word, indicating there might be a place for me, none of this would have been necessary. Enough. I must purge my mind of such thoughts. I must win. I must prevail over her. And if I cannot, you must be the one to cut me down, Ferdinand.
Edelgard, do you have a moment?
Of course, Ferdinand, but please keep it short.
It is about my father. My pleas for a fair trial cost you time and delayed his sentencing. It also gave the Knights of Seiros an opening to conduct their raid, which provided him ample opportunity to stage an escape. I am to blame for all that has transpired.
Let me hurry you along to the point, if I may. What are you going to do about it? Or, more likely, what do you want me to do about it?
Put me in the field when we retake Fort Mercius, and permit me to rectify my own mistake. Will you allow me that?
I was wondering when you'd ask. Don't worry, I've already made the arrangements. But you mustn't do anything reckless. You will stick to the battle plan, and that is a direct order.
Ah, Edelgard, you are the very picture of reason, the very epitome of wise stewardship.
Enough. You can gush over me after the battle if you still feel the urge. We've no idea how things will go after all, and you may be in a very different mood.
True. All the same, I am grateful. Thank you.
You can come out, Hubert. I know you're listening.
I came to give you the latest report, Your Majesty, but decided to wait until this other business reached its conclusion.
Then you know what must be done. Make sure he's given protection.
Oh, I will if I find the time. You do keep me quite busy, after all.
You've found a way to take care of them?
I can assure you, those cretins will rue ever setting foot in Her Majesty's fortress. They wanted thick walls, and we will give them the thickest ones a coffin can provide.
This is our chance to decimate the forces of those who slither in the dark. Our scouts have returned from Fort Mercius. There's less movement than we anticipated. That likely means the former Duke Ire wants us to attack the fortress to make up for his disadvantage in troop strength.
The numbers don't lie. One needs 3 times the forces of their enemy to claim a castle in a siege. Although, that's if you attempt to take it head-on.
So, do we have a plan or what? I mean, Fort Mercius is basically impenetrable. Actually, this one time we came home well after curfew and had to try and sneak back in. Turns out there was no way in. The guards mistook us for bandits, and Father shouted at us until he lost his voice. Good times.
The good news is that we have learned of a passage into the fort which has been kept secret since its construction. The bad news is that Ire likely also learned of the passage when he was Prime Minister. Unless his reason has completely taken flight, the man will take some sort of measures to defend it.
The fortress is huge in size. We should organize small teams and be attacking from many points. If we achieve success, we can open the gates from the inside and be giving the enemy a surprise.
It only serves other regions if the Empire starts shedding Empire blood. We should find a resolution that minimizes casualties on both sides.
Is this the part where I chime in? Because, if you want to coax someone out of hiding, breaking down the door is the wrong way to go about it. That'll only push them further into their shells, so I think we should try talking to them instead.
Is it just me, or is our corner of the world an uncontrolled mess?
Why don't we just put all of your plans into action? We've got the numbers to do it. We can sneak soldiers in, use the secret passage, talk it out, and apply brute force all at the same time. As long as one of those approaches works, we'll win.
That's actually not a bad plan, and it didn't even come from me. Amazing! I mean, the brute force part is a little risky, but I dare say you're learning.
An intriguing idea.
But what about the hostages? If we force our way in, they're likely to be killed.
I will not permit that to happen. And while my father may be a fallen noble, he is still a noble, and not the sort of man to start butchering innocent people when the tides turn.
I pray you are right, Ferdinand, though I believe you never know what a person is capable of until they act. We will proceed with this plan at once, adapting as the situations dictate. We cannot fail. Not here. Not now. If everyone is prepared, it's time to make our move. Our troops attacking the gates have been instructed not to force their way in. Before long, the enemy will notice as much and realize we're already inside.
We need to locate and strike down the rebel leader. That should put an end to the insurrection. Along the way, you may encounter suspicious agents. They are the true masterminds behind the rebellion, and must all be eradicated.
Got it. Now let's get going before those bloodthirsty monsters hurt any of the hostages.
I haven't been this angry in a long time. When is that man going to stop being a thorn in Her Majesty's side?
Ah, how splendid. But do try not to become so flush with rage that you make a foolish error.
Perhaps if you grew flush with rage every now and again, you wouldn't have the complexion of a coffin dweller.
Quiet, both of you.
You don't have to do this, Ferdinand. You can always stay back if you have doubts.
No. Fate put me on this path, and now I must walk it.